Okay, here we go. So we're riding the big spin on the flat out fast course. As you can see, top right, just under 14 miles. Right, I've got a bit of a confession to make. I haven't recorded for a week, and the reason is I gave up on stage 5 of Zwift Games on the grade. Really disappointingly, I gave up on the grade. Uh, and I rage quit and didn't record. My laptop ended up on the floor. That was Tuesday. This is Friday lunchtime, 11:30 UK time, 12:30, sorry, UK time. The big spin, and I'm riding for redemption for myself. As you can see, top left, 336 average. I want to go for an FTP. If you look at the split, look at the top graphic. I want to be in the front group. It's a flat course. It suits me. What, 200 odd, perhaps 300 feet to, no, perhaps 140 feet to climb, I think. And I'm going to stay in this front group and try and beat my FTP, which is now 276. If I can get a strong 20-minute time, that's what I'm hoping for. And you can see on the right, there's no positioning finishing, but I want to finish in the top 20 out of 140 odd riders. So yeah, this front group, crazy riding with a Stetson on, but we are going through the desert in parts here. Let's have a look. 15th gear, still 316 average. Just under a mile gone. 2 minutes elapsed. 13 miles to go. Kind of my kind of course, this. So drafting, but still 340 watts. And I'm going to do this to the finish. You can see even this front group now is splitting. I think we're just about to drop perhaps 10 to 15 riders again. Such is the speed. Whoever's going out on the front there, the Japanese rider, fantastic. I just need to stay in the. I'm going left and right here. Sorry for the frame rate. The connection was bad as it was. I need to just jump onto these three riders, not let them escape. I'll close them down, get into the draft. 1.1 mile gone. This is fast. This is more like it. As I said, just going back to the Zwift Games Stage 5, blimey, 450 to 570 group, ZRS group I'm in. What a difficult stage. I'm going to revisit that, but I just need to get my confidence back. I was in the front group for the first 10 miles, just to summarise. I got dropped, and I think there were 150 riders in mine earlier in the week. I was in the group that was 100 to 120, and I gave up on the grade. You know, it happens. I need to redeem myself. So this is what this is all about. 1.5 miles, 309 average. That's better. 12.3 miles to go. We've done a third of the climb. It's only 140 odd feet. You can see on the graphic it's really flat. There's a couple of little tiny bumps, but it's just flat and fast. As it says, flat out fast. Let's see what happens. Someone riding at 5 watts a kilo on the front there. I mean, they're having to do that because they've no draft. I'm riding at 300, certainly 4 watts a kilo for me. So I'm averaging just over 4 watts a kilo on the first almost 2 miles. 276 FTP, as I said. It's so easy watching it back. It's so difficult when you're in the moment. How do I cope with trying to do FTPs? Well, I guess I'm like everybody else. You're just counting the miles down. My target was to get under 10 miles in the front group. That would be objective 1. somehow get down to 7.5, 5 miles, and then 3 miles, which is 5k. I'd be expecting a burst from the front group then to really step it up. Perhaps, do you know, I don't know whether there's any A riders in here. I've recognised a few of the fast B riders because you get to know their names from the Zwift Racing and the midweek racing. So some very strong B riders I'm well aware of in this pack. Let's see if I can stay with them. You can see on the top, the front group is splitting now. And there's a front group forming. We just dropped perhaps another 10 riders. That's because I'm doing almost 300 watts after 2.5 miles. And I'm in the draft. That's the pace. Doing nearly 30 miles an hour. Look at the top left. This is really, really, really fast. I've got the old Barocca, orange Barocca, a litre of that. Always helps me out. Feeling good today. On the old lunch break, works lunch break, and it sets me up for the afternoon because I'm really on it after a race like this. And then come 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I hit the wall, and it's Friday night. Let's have a look. I think there's some of the riders, they're talking about, can we do it less than 30 minutes? Now, I don't know at this pace whether that would be achievable. This is the first time I've done the big spin. I know it's a bit of Zwift fun, this is. There's the spinner at the end, and you can, as you might have seen from other YouTube videos, there's all sorts of prizes, new bikes, bit of fun really. But I'm treating this as a race, and I'm not sure whether everybody else around me is, but they're going at a very fast pace on the Fugo flats here, if that's the case. This is the finish line, I think, actually. Doubles up at the finish line, is it? We'll come back round to that, perhaps. Just over 10 miles to go. Nicely positioned here. 290 average, so it's coming down. 10.6 miles to go, just over 7.5 minutes, and half of the elevation completed, just under half. 3.3 miles gone, still the 29 miles an hour. So I've got this aero, which I'm going to, the aero power up, which I'm going to save for when I'm really struggling. Looks like we're dropping somebody else there on the top right. I'm not exactly sure how many people are in this group. I'm going to say it's less than 20. You can see at the bottom, 259 riders. Plus the 20 here. So I'm quite proud of this. This is redemption for my disgraceful performance on Tuesday evening. Need some sugar, yeah. So do I. Flat, fast desert. Good group to be cruising with here. That's the position I need, just there. You can see, still doing 308 watts. I'm in the draft. This is some pace here. There's got to be some air riders in here, surely. I can see the top Japanese rider there doing 4.5, 5 watts. Let's speed this up. I want to say nothing really happens, but believe me, it was really, really difficult keeping this pace up. Constantly dipping back into the 300s. There's no climbing, but it's a different kind of Zwift race. You need to be consistent. It's basically, you know, it's a lot like a TT, I find. Look, 350 watts there. I'm averaging my FTP now with 6.3 miles to go. I guess I would have needed to be about 285 average to up my FTP after 20 minutes. If I'm doing if the maths right, the calculations are right. I haven't used the aero Looks like we're dropping another rider off the back. Not sure. 4/5 finished under 30 minutes. So perhaps that's easily achievable. Plus 272. Looks like we're dropping a few more. How many are in there? What would you say? 20, 25? Got to keep at the front. I recognise Stevenson there. Fair play on the front here. Look, they're all doing 4.8, 5.6, the Frenchman. Watts a kilo. 5 watts a kilo constantly. Tremendous effort. 5.7 miles to go. Taking a swig of the old Barocca. Trying to get some breaths in there. I'm determined to stay. There's no way I'm dropping back from this group. It did go through my mind. I'm thinking, oh, I'll get down to 3 miles to go. They'll escape and perhaps I'll drop off the back. But there's no way I'm giving up. No chance. Alejandro 74. I'm sure I recognise that rider. Look at that rider off the front. I need to be careful I don't get dropped here. You might think it doesn't look like I'm going to be dropped. I'm right on the front. But I'm also on the limit. 277 average, 19 minutes. Doing over 300 watts there. Oh, almost 400 calories done. There you go. 95 RPM. That's much quicker than I'm used to. I'm used to 85. But I'm having to keep up with these riders. Look, I'm not exactly not drafting here. Obviously, when I come to the front. But I'm in a decent position, probably getting 85-90% of the draft potential there. We're approaching 20 minutes gone, and as you can see, 5 miles to the finish. The big dinosaur there on the left. I think we're dropping a few more riders here off the back. Staying at the front. Blimey, the calories are climbing quickly here. 278 average, 277. As I've gone through 20 minutes, I think the calculation is 90%, 95% for FTP. So I've probably achieved a 270 FTP, which is below 6 below my new FTP. So no records being broken there. I suspect, let's say this is a 25-26 minute race. I know what will happen when we're down to 3 miles. Let's just fast forward it. We've dropped a few more there. We get to 3 miles and the pace can quicken up. I reckon I'm going to finish around 282 average. So it's going to be longer than 26 minutes, obviously. 3 miles to go here. So we'll roll this. We've dropped another rider off. I'm probably going to be able to count it visually here where I finish. 11 miles done. 140 feet. So everyone's calling for a coffee break there. Dropped another rider. Or is that rider going to soak back in? I don't know whether. Yeah, that rider, well done. Got into the back of the pack. I think just looking on the top. But look, that Japanese rider gone out again. 5 watts a kilo almost. This is breaking me. 277 average, 2.6 to go. 25 minutes completed, 140 feet. Cruising at 28 miles an hour. Blimey, we're flying. 305 more in the group. Stretching again. Once you get this snake, the train, and the blob just disintegrates, and then you'll get a few riders off the back. That's why I've got to stay at the front. 2.5, 2.4, 3 miles to go. Someone's dropped off again. I mean, the pace is relentless. I'm at 276 average. after 26 minutes almost. That's my FTP. It's going to climb above that because the pace is going to quicken up. Look, it's split in this group. Yeah, I'll definitely, if I can finish in this group, I'm going to count my finishing position. Bear in mind there's 309 riders plus what we've got here. 2 riders drop there. Wow, this was fast. 277 average, 26 minutes. That's above my FTP. I'm having to do 321 watts in the draft. 512 calories done. I'm really proud of this race. This is redemption for that pathetic performance I delivered during the week. I'll be back for that Zwift Games 5. Stage 5, I will. I'm determined to do that. I think my position out of 61,000 riders was in the top 1,000 after stage 4. I got to a peak of about 700, I think. 1.7 miles to go. Let's just keep in it. Had to sit up, take a swig there. Take it when you can, 27 minutes. Are we going to finish under 30 minutes? Is that another rider off the back? Really proud of this. 277 average, 529 calories. I'm having to put 325 every so often. Another rider off the back. It's not me. What am I here? I'm probably 5th or 6th there, aren't I? That Japanese rider, he's been doing 5 watts a kilo for miles. I mean, who's that gone off the front there? Blimey. Using the aero. Another rider off the back, approaching 1 mile to go. Under this banner means 1.2 to go. There's a little group gone off there. Can I hold on? Look at it on my face. I had no blooming power up there. Come on, dig deep. 1.1 mile. Sat down, just put my head down. I'm there in the front group. Can you believe it? 1 mile to go. I mean, dropped another rider. The American right on the front in the wind. Kamatora, what a performance that Japanese rider's done. Everyone's racing here. There's no one just spinning around, relaxing, believe me. Everyone's having a bit of this. Everyone wants to finish first here, this group. 0.8 of a mile to go. Little 1% gradient. That's just what we don't need. A few sweeping bends here, and then you come to it's going to be flat, the finish, the sprint, and you just turn right through the final barrier. Bit of all the groups here. Look at it blobbed up. Singleton, the Brit there. What have I got? 0.6 of a mile. I'm right here in the front. I'm second, actually. What a performance. 0.5 miles to go. Not giving up. That's the point. That's what I'm riding. 155 feet. Are we going to break 30 minutes? I don't think so. 0.4 miles to go. There's only 25 seconds. We're never going to do that. Hell of a go at that, though. Probably a bit slow in the midsection. 0.3 of a mile to go. Let's have one mop of the old brow. I think some have gone off there, haven't they? Sprinting. Right, look at the computer's knackered. You just can't handle it. I'm reckoning. Right, get up. Let's try and get into that front group. Everyone's got power-ups, not me. Ridiculously. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm perhaps 12th, 13th there through. 30 minutes 11, average 279 for 30 minutes. My FTP's 276. I don't think they do a, if a 30-minute time, perhaps it's 97, 98% of that. I'm not going to beat my FTP, but I'm there or thereabouts. Hell of an effort. What a great redemption there. Really enjoyed that. What have I got here? For all that effort, I've got the next one's a bike. I've got a cap, baseball cap. I mean, not really bothered about that. Bothered about the performance and the depth I put in there. Really proud of myself there. Gave it me all. Big spin, stage 1, done. 31 minutes, yeah, but fantastic there. If you enjoyed that, like and subscribe. I'll be back for stage 5 Zwift games. Thank you.